I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a drive. We're in a 2026 Aston Martin
Vantage Roadster
with Apple CarPlay Ultra.
Oh boy.
And we've probably already released the full Apple CarPlay Ultra video, so check that out. We're going to talk about it a bit. It is very interesting, but take a look at this thing. What color green is this? Some kind of Aston Martin green, but not the F1 color?
Actually, California Sage, Yuri.
Heck yeah, I like it.
Yell that thing you do.
Horsepower and torque.
656 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque from a 4-liter Twin Turbo V8 borrowed from Mercedes-AMG and then significantly massaged by Aston Martin themselves.
No hybrid.
No.
None of that stuff.
Rear-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive.
We have a plaque handcrafted in England by the most British dude ever, Luke.
Yeah, Luke, give us a shout out if you're a real person. I bet you are.
Didn't see a dipstick down there, but you can check it through your infotainment when you are not in Apple CarPlay Ultra.
That's right. So it fails the dipstick test.
Which is fine. And what would be the TotalEnergies recommended oil for your Aston Martin?
That would be the TotalEnergies Quartz 9000 Energy 0W40.
Always follow your manufacturer recommended guidelines. So this paint pops super nice. The shape, I think they added more power because they have more grille.
Dude, since the last time we drove a Vantage, they have thrown so much more power at this thing.
Doesn't it look great though with that big grille? Like, I kind of like it.
Honestly,
with the lines like that,
it's beautiful. Like the previous Vantage that I loved of like the early kind of, you know the one that like the classic one, not the old one, the V8 Vantage.
Yeah.
This looks more like that now. The one that Doug had.
Yeah, those are great. But like the body lines, everything, we got a lot of carbon fiber at the bottom.
Yeah, we have an optional carbon fiber pack on this.
I took my kid to school in this and flexed on all the parents. Little do they know, this is just a liability to me. I don't own this.
Exactly.
This actually stresses me out.
Yeah.
I had the child seat in there. There's a tether. Everything worked perfectly. I'm like, do not step on that carbon fiber for the love of God.
Oh yeah.
I made her take her shoes off too.
That's a good call here.
For the love of God, do not step on this. This is carbon fiber, okay? Can you say carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do a little launch.
Okay.
So this does have Sport Plus.
Does it have launch control and Apple CarPlay Ultra, Yuri?
Okay, no, it shows my drive mode here, not there, because I am
No, it shows it there, Sport Plus.
Okay, because I'm in CarPlay Ultra and not normal.
Yes.
It does have race start. I don't know how it shows up in here. Let's see.
Race start active. Holy F.
So much torque out of this.
Yes, wow. It does feel AMG-like, but also not because of the 8-speed transmission. It's not as crazy right off the start.
And then you can get backfires like that.
Oh yeah.
And the good thing about having your 4.5-year-old in the passenger seat is they can hold a phone and film you doing backfires under tunnels. So
nice.
Shout out future host. Thank you, my kindergartner. That was great filming.
Yeah, but over here, as a not 4.5-year-old, I can also listen to those backfires and they sound glorious. They sound different than AMG's, like a little bit.
Let's listen to it.
From the outside.
And one more time from the inside.
It's different enough.
It's different enough. I would prefer, just an Aston Martin motor, but I know that's not realistic these days. So then the taillights, same kind of soup that goes around.
Although these are the optional tinted ones.
So much carbon fiber diffuser and everything around the exhaust.
Dude, the exhaust tips are like extra.
It's almost too much.
It's almost too much.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then the top is the color dark gray, and we can make it go up.
I think you gotta slow down a little bit.
50 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
We can make it go up in, I think, 6 or 7 seconds.
Which I think is fastest in the segment. It's quick.
I don't think it looks nearly as good with the top up. However, I think it looks all right.
All convertibles always look better with the top down. Always.
Certain convertibles are designed to be a convertible. This is a nicer looking coupe than it is a convertible, but it looks really good when there's no top up at all. And then you get a lot of trunk room back there.
And it seemed like there was quite a bit of insulation in there as well.
Yeah, I think like 8 layers.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. And I want to talk about these wheels because they look so sick.
So sick. They match with like the little bit of like polish. They match the chrome on the back.
They're so big that they almost look like concept car wheels.
Yeah. And then they got the gold brake calipers there.
Carbon ceramic optional.
Should I slam the brake? No. I'm kidding.
Do whatever you want, Yuri.
Okay, and what would be the Continental recommended tire for an Aston Martin?
The Sport Contact 7. And one of the coolest things, sort of part of the looks, we do have some vents in the hood, but something
I think
you noticed.
those are heat extractors.
Yes. Just like I put in my drift Corvette, inspired by Aston Martin. Okay, but one thing that you noticed is that because it's a hot V, Mercedes AMG, the turbos are right at the top, you notice that there's like a big air intake through the center section of the hood right onto the turbos.
Yeah, it comes from the grill right into the turbos. That's cool.
That's super cool.
Love that. Okay, moving inside quickly, I want to talk about a few things before you drive, because handling, that's all you, baby.
Sure.
Suspension, that's all you.
Oh.
I don't even like that stuff. I
No.
do like it. This is pretty comfortable.
It is comfortable.
I'm in normal sport mode. So, we got the 2 screens, Apple CarPlay Ultra, or you can have it Apple CarPlay. When you have it just Apple CarPlay, then the rest is Aston Martin infotainment, which actually is pretty decent in this.
Yeah, it's a little bit laggy, but it's
Not
kind
as
of
laggy
accepted.
as Apple CarPlay Ultra
Yes.
gauges.
Yes.
So when you have that, then it controls a bunch of stuff. Like with SIRI, you can control your temperature and a couple other things. You can control your music and stuff. You can control Sirius XM radio stations and FM radio stations, and also like your audio settings and stuff
Yep.
through Apple CarPlay Ultra. It's kind of weird, but you need to have like a newer phone. It needs to be updated. If you don't have Apple AI, it doesn't seem to work as well as if you do have Apple AI enabled. Play Sirius XM Channel 9.
Here's the
Thank you for Channel 18.
What if you say channel 18? Basically enable everything that allows everyone to take your data, and then it works the best. And it also needs a good amount of data, like signal on your phone, to work as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it works in dead zones.
I don't think it does. I think the Aston Martin people told us that it actually will revert back to the Aston Martin system in dead zones. And that's a pretty nice 360 camera there, Yuri.
So we do have a 360 camera. It's linked to a hard button. We have a nice shifter.
Yeah.
We have...
This is like Porsche. They're going to this little style.
But I think better. I think it's better than Porsche. Because
To
I
me, it
don't
looks kind of the
expect a
same.
manual in a Aston Martin. You know what I mean?
Not anymore.
This suits this.
Yeah.
Then we got sliders for your temp and fan, which is technically a hard button, and we got hard buttons for our exhaust, suspension, and auto start stop and traction, which I don't want to turn off at all.
Yeah. Do we have levels, or is it just on or off?
I'll let you decide.
Okay.
I'm not in the mood. This is just like
ESP track, right on. So we do have some different ones.
this is just a chill cruiser for me. And then this volume knob here is actually our drive mode selector. And
Okay.
our start stop button. It is very cool. It is very classy. And then combine the
hang on. What drive modes do we have, Yuri?
Sport, Sport Plus, Track, Individual, and Wet.
Okay, cool. That
And
makes sense.
You get the good backfires in Sport Plus. And then, man, this key, the little glass part here, I love
yes. They don't have the insert putting your key
that.
into
No, but like, it's good. And then the sound system, the Bowers and Wilkins, really, really good for a convertible $400,000 Roadster.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Okay, your turn to drive.
Heck yeah. So adjusting my seats is done through the middle over here.
Close your door before we get clipped.
No way, bro.
Bruh.
I get a new car if they clip my door. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm switching this seat and I can go nice and low. Okay, I can't get it all the way back. Or can I? Let's see.
Hey, you notice the storage compartment?
I didn't notice any of that. Okay, so it pushes me forward, makes sense. Okay, so steering wheel is, I'm gonna assume it's powered.
Mercedes.
Yuri. Oh yeah, okay.
Mercedes.
That makes sense, that's nice. Does the button heat it? Twisting the button heats it. Okay, Mercedes, cool.
And you can adjust your lumbar and your bolster separately if you click up, down. We've
yes.
used these controls before, and I did like them.
Okay. Sport Plus ESP track race start? Wow. Okay, that's a launch.
Thrustzilla, eh?
Couple things going on right there. It does shift fairly quickly. I am in Sport Plus, so I'll downshift. Not bad. Not bad. Because it's not a dual clutch transmission. So it is pretty smooth. But how quickly I upshifted to where the tack was because of the CarPlay lag. Is like, oh man, the gauge cannot keep up with the speed here. So I definitely don't love that.
Would you like me to disconnect my Apple CarPlay Ultra so you can have normal, good Aston Martin infotainment, which I think is Jaguar based, but also actually pretty decent. for the
Yuri,
gauge cluster.
I actually would like you to
Okay.
disconnect. Can we do that while we're driving?
I can do it while driving. I just need to go to my settings, click on CarPlay, click on Vantage Roadster, and then turn off CarPlay. There, now you are in Aston Martin infotainment.
This is still
That will take a
CarPlay.
second.
It
Give
does
it a
take a
second.
second.
And then you get a nice center tack and everything.
Okay, turning my traction back to normal. Still waiting for it to switch over. I know it will. We did do this before. There we go. Nice center tack.
All right,
Okay,
let's
let's try the same thing.
Let me get it. Let me get it.
Okay, ready?
Born ready.
That is way better. Like way better.
Pardon not being able to see it because of the glare. Convertibles be like that. So I can't see this gauge cluster at all, or this screen at all. Can you see it?
I can actually, yes.
That's good.
It's still trying to connect to your phone though, but let's go Aston Martin infotainment. There we go. I said the words.
Don't say the nib word yet.
I can't find any songs called There We Go.
Hey Mercedes. Just kidding. Okay, so let's talk about the way this thing drives. I've got the exhaust on. I'm going to turn it off for a second. Let's just take a listen to that. Not bad. Let's turn the exhaust on. Much louder, and those crackles at the end.
Yeah, I didn't feel that, like hear that much difference in the exhaust sound with the button on.
There's volume difference. The crackles are the biggest.
But I found the crackles are mostly in the Sport Plus. I think that's where you're getting the crackles from.
Oh yeah, they're still pretty loud with it off. Okay, yeah, doesn't do it every time, which is also good because it's not that predictable, right?
Yeah.
It's not like AMG where it's like, da-da, da-da, da-da.
Even though it is like AMG.
But
I
they
know, I know.
tuned.
Can't find any songs called Dougherty, which also good cause it's not.
You know what? Go back to CarPlay Ultra.
How about just CarPlay?
Yeah,
Just CarPlay.
Just do nothing. Okay, let's talk about how this actually drives. Suspension. So because we're in Sport Plus, it defaults to like the kind of middle setting, and then you have like a red mode, which I assume to be the stiffest mode.
And white is the least.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense.
They're all not painful.
I don't see anything really changing for this, so like you have to look down to know what suspension mode you're in, which is interesting. But like you said, it's not painful and it's not even remotely close to anything uncomfortable. This thing's very, very comfortable.
And you got a hard button for manual mode.
Yeah.
The paddles are attached to the wheel and they are nice. They don't stay still.
Dude, I love the quality of the paddles. They feel so good. They are carbon fiber and like they do feel really nice. There's like a satisfying, they're not like a Porsche like a magnetic click,
Yeah.
but like they're just very, very nice.
Yeah, and then how about the carbon fiber matching with the tan interior in here? Like this is a great spec.
This is a great spec. I feel like for a convertible, matte carbon is really good because you don't see the dust and stuff like you would on a
You
glossy.
still see a lot of dust, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah, like compared to the screen where you see it because it's glossy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then these vents are also really nice. Like just looking at them,
Yo, being able to manually adjust them is like so sick.
dude, that is a luxury feature in 2026.
Okay, yo, leather wrapped cup holders.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. What about the visors? That's a full. Is this a supercar?
Nah, but kind. No,
Yeah.
you know what they got? I don't even know.
Visor fail because it doesn't move and it doesn't extend.
The doors go up a bit.
A bit.
There's
yeah.
a Valiant.
Yes.
They got more supercars.
Yeah. Okay, Yuri, I do see a tunnel coming up. Wow. That's good.
You let off a little late though for the crackles.
I wanted the crackle right at the end, but yeah, that's good. That's a solid sound.
It sounds great. So is it pumped in, you think?
I don't think so.
There's a little bit of, but I can't really tell.
Yeah.
So we do have a little trunk space back there.
Yes.
It's not bad. You can fit a carry-on and some other stuff really nicely.
Yeah.
Not much room here. A little tiny glove, like so tiny. And then we got a little bit compartment under here. Look, I can touch your leg.
Yes, you can. You
We
just
got-
did.
we got a
Hang on,
little-
tunnel again. Sorry. No, I didn't crackle that time.
It's not every time.
That's okay. That's good. Seats are also really comfortable. Like
Seats are
very
comfy,
well
yeah.
bolstered.
They're not soft, but they're like good.
They're, in my opinion, softer than Mazda seats because I really don't like Mazda seats. Like the harshness of them. These are still like it's almost like you're on a very new leather couch.
Yeah.
That hasn't been broken in yet.
Yeah.
That's what it. That's
Yo,
what it
this
is.
broken in would be nice, and the door handles are nice too. It's like it's so small and like Everything about this is nice and classy, nothing cheese.
Yes, exactly.
The only thing that I could say is a little cheese is maybe the size of the grill at the front, but if it's like needs to be that big for power, like
yeah. And I don't think it looks like cheesy. Like I think it's classy, especially like in this color combo.
Without a front plate. Shout out New York license plates.
That's right. Thank you, Aston Martin. Steering is also really nice, like super light, like almost regardless of whatever drive mode you're in. So like Sport Plus, going up through a little bit of twistiness, man, like this is just nice to drive.
It's a really nice roadster.
The fact that it's rear-wheel drive, like they didn't go to the all-wheel drive stuff like Mercedes did. This is just like very nice, and yeah, it's so much power, so much low-end torque. It's nice. It's a great car, obviously.
No complaints really.
I mean, yeah, it's at this price point. Like, what are you going to complain about?
So before we get to the price point, let's see what older ones go for on tsp.truecar.com. Maybe the cheapest of the first year of this style of Vantage that we reviewed.
Yes. Okay.
Check that out if you're looking for a new one. Let's get to the price.
Well, this one starts at $259,700
Canadian.
And this one is optioned out to $374,700.
Would you take it in this spec, or would you take it in more of a Formula One pace car spec?
Ooh.
Or a safety car spec?
Good question.
I think I still go safety car spec.
I think I would have to go more classy like this.
But this is super classy.
Yes. This is... honestly,
like, I'm sick of green colors.
I would go with like a silver or like a dark silver.
Yeah, dude, I'd have to go silver for an Aston Martin.
You have to,
but
right?
These two greens that they have, that we see regularly,
yes,
are
like the press kind of greens.
They are nicer greens than a lot of the other greens that I'm kind of sick of, like BMW greens and stuff.
Yeah, it's not like a forest green. It's like a light-ish green, right?
They put a lot of money into that paint.
Yes, they did.
And you're going to put a lot of money into getting it.
Yes.
So do you have any complaints about this overall, or?
I mean, honestly, at this price, like, what can you really complain about?
Oh, I could not figure out the radar, like the adaptive cruise. Like every time I tried to do it and get it to go to a certain speed.
I got it.
I know, so change the speed.
There, done.
I couldn't get it to work.
Well, I figured it out in 2 clicks, so it does work.
That thing I didn't really like. It's got some lane departure assist. I think the only thing to not like is that Apple CarPlay Ultra is a little tricky.
Agree.
At one point I was driving it, it glitched out, and then I was driving with no screen, no infotainment, no gauge cluster, just guessing.
Which we have to blame Apple mostly for that, right?
Yes.
That it's called Apple CarPlay Ultra. It's not called Aston Martin CarPlay Ultra.
Yes.
I said the name again.
So that's pretty much it, but I think CarPlay Ultra will get better over time.
This is like, version 1.
It's interesting that they're experimenting with such a high-end brand, because
yes.
I guess they're going to get less people complaining because less people have it.
Yes, and anyone that bought, I think, a 2025 Aston Martin, or at least a 26, I keep saying the name, sorry, will be able to upgrade to CarPlay Ultra if their Aston Martin did not come with it from the factory.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you like this Aston Martin. Hope you like Apple CarPlay Ultra. Let us know what crazy car we should review next.
Or chill car, but just please watch it if it's a chill car.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we just went for a drive.
Watch this other super expensive car video you might be interested in.
Is it green?
Maybe.
It's green.